Good evening and welcome to the Blueprint Explosive Exclusive. I'm Madhavdas GK. Viewers, a Karnataka minister's claim over a bid to honeytrap MLAs has led to a massive political showdown in the state of Karnataka. Now, Karnataka Minister K.N. Rajana had claimed that there was an attempt to honeytrap several MLAs and ministers, including himself. Following this explosive claim, the BJP raised the issue in the assembly. But what happened next? About 18 BJP MLAs were suspended from the state assembly. And not just that, these MLAs have been suspended for a period of 6 months. This decision was taken after the BJP MLAs stormed the well of the House, demanding an investigation into the minister's claims. The BJP MLAs were then dragged out of the assembly, as you can see in some of those scenes, and then they were suspended. Let's quickly show you some of those pictures coming in. You can see on one hand, this is what happens inside the assembly. There were protesting MLAs, and in fact, some of the papers that they threw in the air landing on the speaker's face. You can see that right here. This is where the speaker is sitting, and then there are several of those pieces of paper flying at him like missiles, and some of them even land up on his face. There are marshals all around to, in fact, protect him from those papers from landing where he is at that moment. So that's, of course, as far as this episode is concerned, and this is what happens inside of the assembly. Now, those were the MLAs who were, in fact, taken out. One by one, they were then removed from the assembly, 18 of them, and then suspended. And this is the CD, an empty CD, we are told, but a CD that represents the honey trap video is what we are given to understand. Is there actually that video on that CD? We don't know. But this is what the MLAs were brandishing inside of the House, following which action was taken. As you can see in those pictures, they're standing right in front of the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, and that, of course, has led to the eventual suspension of the MLAs. Let's go across to Imran, who's joining us from the Vidhan Sauda building there in Karnataka. He's right outside the assembly. Imran, dramatic scenes that were witnessed at the Karnataka assembly just a few moments ago. Take us through what exactly happened and what's the situation at the moment.
Well, Madhav, as we are all viewers are aware that this issue of the honey trapping case reverberated in the assembly when the Cooperation Minister Rajanna brought it in the assembly session, saying that not only just he's been honey trapped, but also his son has been trapped. He also made an explosive claim that not just him and his son, in fact, more than 64 the members of the House, including judges, have been honey trapped by a gang there, and it is happening for almost 6 months. He demanded that there should be investigation into this issue. The Chief Minister, speaking on this, said that it's a very serious issue. He will look into this matter, even as the opposition said that the issue should be handed over to CBI. The Home Minister said that the formal complaint hasn't been given yet on this, so we have to wait for anybody gives a formal complaint. They'll look into this issue and appropriate authority they'll be given. But however, this was not done. We have with us BJP senior leader. Sir, 18 of your MLAs have been suspended in the assembly. Sir, they said it is suspended speaker. What do you have to say on that?
This is unfortunate. This should not happen in the assembly. See, I have seen this is the 4th term in the assembly. We also supported Siddaramaiah when Bidri was entered in on some issue. We pushed him out from the this session. At that time also we are also.
The CD issue. The CM said that we are looking into this. We'll set up a committee.
Say you should not say that. He should not look into it. He should act. When his colleague is said in the House that his duty to appoint an inquiry officer to see that whether what happened to the ministry or his colleagues, and this is unfortunate. It is a shame for our Karnataka state. This should not happen like this.
You're demanding CBI and judicial inquiry?
Definitely, if this should not happen in future also, they have to have a judicial inquiry. Whoever done the mistakes.
Imran, they're speaking to the legislator and the Karnataka Assembly. Let's quickly listen to some of the other political reactions coming across party lines. Listen in.
Jarkiwali, one of the senior most leader, he is one of the prominent minister. उन्हें स्टेटमेंट दिया है तो सच रहता है. कौन है, कौन कर रहा है हनी ट्रैपिंग का, किंग पिन कौन है, इन्वेस्टमेंट कौन कर रहा है, उसका जांच होना चाहिए. आरोप किया हुआ आम आदमी नहीं है, पत्रकार आरोप किया नहीं, आम आदमी आरोप किया नहीं. आरोप किया है, वरिष्ठ नेता है, कांग्रेस सरकार का मिनिस्टर है.
Cooperative Minister and a senior most Minister Rajanna, who is also an MLA from Tumkur district, has alleged he has, and also more than 40 leaders has been honey trapped by someone else. He has not mentioned the name of the person who tried to honey trap. But it's a very serious issue. Never in the history of Karnataka, it was never discussed on the floor of the House. More importantly, one more senior minister, Satish Jarkoi, has also confirmed the honey trap case that is going on in Karnataka.
वो इश्यू खत्म करने के लिए वो कांग्रेस का हाईकमांड का दिल्ली से सूचना आ गया. ऐसा सोच के हम हंगामा कर दिया है. हमारा 18 MLAs को अभी आज सस्पेंड कर दिया है. अभी हम गवर्नर के पास जाके क्या हुआ है, गवर्नर को भी हम कंप्लेंट देता है. बाहर पार्टी का तरफ से हम क्या करना है, प्रोटेस्ट कैसा करना है, हम चालू करता है.
Meanwhile, the Congress says that BJP MLAs had to be suspended to maintain the decorum of the assembly.
ये पहली बार नहीं है कर्नाटक में, 20 साल से हो रहा है. हर पार्टी का इसका विक्टिम है. बीजेपी, जेडीएस, कांग्रेस, ऑफिशियल्स, सीनियर पॉलिटिशियन, सब लोग इसके विक्टिम है. इसके लिए हमने मांग किया, इसका एक कंप्लीट होना चाहिए, उसके आधार पे जांच होना चाहिए.
All right, let's take this across to our guests who are joining us at the moment. With us is, in fact, Ashok KM Gowda, who's spokesperson of the BJP. We have B.S. Arun, senior journalist, Syed Asad Abbas, political analyst, joining us. And we also have Ravi Srivastava, political analyst. The big question at this point of time, Ravi Srivastava, is that the MLAs say that they were merely protesting on an issue of propriety. The honey trap issue is a very significant one, and that's why they were raising their voice. What was the need to suspend them? Ravi Srivastava.
Good evening, Madhav. First of all, Karnataka Assembly somehow has been infamous for having this kind of thing. There were, if you recall, some 7-8 years before, some MLAs were found watching a porn clip right in the session when it was going on in the Assembly. Then we got in 2021 also, this honey trap case had appeared. Then we have got one Mr. Prajwal Ravanna who had some 3,000 pen drives floating around and who is under custody. So this is not uncommon as far as Karnataka is concerned. But yes, inquiry must happen. Inquiry must happen by a competent authority. And I think the Chief Minister will not leave any stone unturned from bringing the culprit to book, because this is a serious matter. And this time the people involved are they say around 64 people or so. And the Jarki Holi is a part of the government, and then you have got Mr. Rajanna, who is a part of the government cooperative minister. They have brought it up, so they are the part of Congress, so they have only exposed the whole issue, and the inquiry must happen, and the culprit should be brought to book.
All right, let me quickly bring in Ashok M. Gowda on that. Ashok M. Gowda, your response to what's being stated, the response of the Congress, of course, is that they were unruly, and because of their behavior is why action had to be taken against them.
See, let's understand that Congress party from today, the symbol has to be this one, wherein the Congress party clearly saying that it's a pen drive and a CD party. Part 1. Part 2. What were we protesting for? We were protesting for the rights of those MLAs and those ministers who are part of the Congress government who have been honey trapped. And they have clearly, outside the house, inside the house, very clearly stated that there is a gang which is operating within the Congress party who want to be getting into the number 1 position and who are honey trapping most of the people, including the BJP MLAs also. That is where we were protesting for. And the Speaker of the House also is not outside this ambit. Just because he's a Speaker, currently might be outside the ambit. Speaker should have understood and allowed the opposition to speak on this subject today in the morning. Yes, the budget session was ending. CM should have spoken. He should have asked opposition for some time, and immediately he should have answered. As well, CM should have answered that he is going to take action on this honey trap gang, not by setting up an SIT as usually it does. This time, Rajanna himself said the SIT is a bogus SIT. We don't believe in SIT. There should be a judiciary inquiry. Whether it's a judiciary inquiry or a CBI inquiry,
Okay.
CM on the house
There's
in
some
the
big
morning.
breaking news. Sorry, I'm interrupting you there, Mr. Khader. We have to go across to this big news.